Good afternoon, kings and queens, gentlemen and ladies. This is Refined Rose back with another video. Y'all, I have a question. Do abusers have anybody that they don't talk about? Do they just go around hanging around people and talking about people when they're not in their presence? As in my situation, my husband seemed to talk about every single person that he knows. And I'm sure when I was with him before I went in hiding, as bad as he talked about everybody else and his family and the gatherings that he go to, that his brother's girlfriend would have these cookouts or gatherings at this place that she's renting, and she would have friends over at the gathering, and the friends would invite their significant other. And he told me that these particular friends that would come over there, that these women would dog their husbands out, talk to their husbands any kind of way, talk to their husbands like they were children. And he would say, you better not ever try to talk to me that way. How this person talked to her husband at this gathering. This is before I met him. He's telling me about these gatherings and he's reliving it in his head. And he would tell me, I went to my brother's girlfriend's gathering and those women are so disrespectful. They talk to their men any kind of way. You better not ever talk to me the way that they talk to their men. I had no clue on what he was talking about. And this is when we were freshly married too. And I'm like, he's reliving these things in his head, thinking that I'm going to talk to him the same way, which I'm not that type of person because I'm love and light. I don't talk to anybody with disrespect. No matter how much they get up underneath my skin or get on my nerves, I just don't do that. So do abusers have problems with every single person that they meet and come across, but they let those people think that they really like them, but they really don't? And they're constantly comparing themselves to other people and trying to get one up on those people just to say, oh, well, she's renting her place. You're different because you own your place out in Arlington, Texas. It don't matter if a person is renting or owning their place. We're just blessed to have a roof over our heads, as such as in vehicles. He would say how raggedy his brother's vehicle is and have to take the girlfriend's vehicle and use her vehicle. She had to drive everywhere because the brother's vehicle is not dependable. But did he just forget that he was taking my truck and using my truck to make deliveries for his tamales? It's like they don't think the things that they're saying about other people, they're doing the same exact things. And if we was to say something and try to correct them, it would be a verbal assault. And all we want to do is to help them and to just tell them, let's just focus on our household, not other people putting gatherings together and they're disrespecting their significant other. Like, that's none of his business. If those people are okay with their spouses talking to them like they're 3 years old, and they're okay with their spouses putting them down and they're not saying anything, well, maybe he should mind his business. If they're okay with it, they've been living like this for the longest. He should tell his brother, hey, I don't want to go over to your girlfriend's house because those women are disrespectful. And in my head, he probably think all women are disrespectful or second class to him. I hadn't heard him say one good thing about any females, but he's always glorifying the men, and he's always thinking men are being disrespected by women. I think this is probably a delusion in his head, or his God complex, and that women are beneath him and women are supposed to be seen and not heard. But you're coming into our life, we're independent, we're taking care of our stuff. You like that attracted you to us, and we talked initially in the relationship. Now you want to push this thing that women are supposed to stay in their place and not be seen and not heard, and men run the world. He used to say, have you ever seen a female president? No, that's because women talk too much. I'm like, I don't know where these delusions are coming from, and I don't see how his brother tolerates this, because his brother actually knows how he is. But I do know how he tolerates it. He was out on parole, and he know if he said anything and got into a squabble or a fight with his brother, that was gonna land him time back in the penitentiary. So like I said in one of my videos before, they only hang around people that are like them. Like my husband hang around other stalkers, It was a stalker in his apartment complex. I'm just gonna make up a name and say the name is Stanford, and he was just telling me how Stanford would stalk his significant other. He shouldn't be so desperate and just let that woman go, find another woman. Women are replaceable. Well, I would wish he would take that same advice and let me go and stop stalking me and find someone to replace me and just let me move on with my life in peace, because all I want is peace. And he can continue hanging out with his brother at his brother's girlfriend house and going to those gatherings, not liking it there and not liking her friends and the way her friends speak to their significant other. I'm just wondering, is it just me, or do abusers put everybody down and they just don't like anyone? Maybe because they don't like themselves. That's all I have for now. Refined Rose out. Bye for now.